Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. So this one's going to be an update to a previous video I did recently about a writer for the Sydney Morning Herald and The Age, so left-leaning newspapers and publications. He responded to someone on Twitter with a libertarian argument about vaccine mandates and masking. He said, "Dude, I hope you get COVID and die." That's his quote. So a bunch of people quote tweeted, over 1,000 quote tweets, a lot of replies calling him out on his hypocrisy and his virtue signaling. I haven't been through every single quote tweet or comment, so there may be a case where someone has called for him to be cancelled, but from what I've seen, no one has called for him to be cancelled. And now he's just tweeted something out. He was actually fired or let go from the Sydney Morning Herald, who he writes for, obviously because of the backlash that they were probably receiving from his tweet. So we're going to take a look at what he said that got him in trouble and his response since being let go from Sydney Morning Herald. Don't forget to smash the like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, share this one out, and let's take a look. So here's the original tweet where he responded to the Real Woke Network, and he says that right there. Crazy. Over 1,000 quote tweets, a bunch of comments. Now, from my last video, here's what his bio said on Twitter. So his bio said, writes for The Age and SMH on technology and podcast, check out help desk, blah, blah, blah. And let's take a look at what his bio says now. Peter Wells, that's it. Okay, he's updated it to have a quote there. That quote was actually from some responses he's been getting in his DMs. Effing scruffy C. Okay, there you go. Now here's what he posted about an hour ago. Okay, so the SMH just called and asked me to remove them from my bio because they no longer pay me. No worries. So, seems he's not too worried about it. I mean, he hadn't written anything since June. But anyone who wants to say this is cancel culture, who I'm sure that some people will come out and say that. Anyone who wants to say this is cancel culture, sure, the responses to that, they are what they are. But no one that I've seen is calling for him to be fired. This is consequence culture. He's the one that put out the tweet, and the SMH, his employer, came to him and said, remove us from the bio because we no longer pay you. You're no longer our employee. So that's consequence culture, not cancel culture. Someone said, you get held to the same standards. Sucks, huh? Mr. Bug, that's what you get. So someone tweeted, do you support this as an employer? Unacceptable. I also quote tweeted him and said, anything to say about this SMH and The Age? Now that's not cancel culture. That was me asking his employers, hey, do you stand by this? Because if they did stand by this, then we would know that it's more of an official position for the publication, not just the writer. But obviously, no, they want to distance themselves from it, and that's the stance they've made, and that's the stance he's taken too. He will die on that hill that he hopes that the Real Woke Network gets COVID and dies, because he stood by it and he said, well, I lost my employment, whatever, I don't care. He's dying on that hill that he hopes someone will die from COVID. That's the kind of person he is. So what happens when far left, woke, authoritarian, virtue signalers go on Twitter and then they hope for people to die from COVID? They lose their job. That's what happened here with the SMH writer. It's a consequence of his actions, not cancel culture. Seems he's pretty happy with it. And you know what you get?
I'll tell you what you get! Call the police. Get what you fucking deserve!
Let me know what you think in the comments below. Be sure to smash the like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Share this one out, and I'll see you in the next one.